Hey guys, I got tagged by OutdoorsFamilyMan in the go-to carry blade tag that's going around. So I jumped at the opportunity. As you've probably seen in my channel, I'm all about the blades, so good opportunity to show off some of my favorites. I wanted to just start out with some things that I carry when I'm outdoors. So maybe I'll just line some of these things up here. I've got my Gavko Custom, you've seen that. My Blind Horse patch knife, the Frontier Valley patch. An older blade that I haven't taken out as much, but still love it. It's one of my first real bushcraft knives. It's the Mora Bushcraft Triflex knife. Fantastic, inexpensive. I've put it through a lot of wood and haven't had any problems with it. All of these three blades here are something that I like to carry. I like to have a smaller sort of utility blade with me at all times when I'm out in the woods. To go along with that, I usually carry a pocket knife. This is the Victorinox Huntsman, another great tool just to have on me if I'm out in the woods, mostly because of the blade options, as well as the fact that this model here has a wood saw, which is a great thing to have just on your person at all times, and it's a nice little package. But I think, as anybody that's seen my channel before knows, my favorite go-to woods carry is definitely my BK2 here in my Hedgehog leatherwork sheath, with my customizations to it. You can see that the blade's still a bit dirty from when I was out last processing firewood, but this is definitely my favorite go-to carry blade for the woods. That all being said, I don't go out into the woods as often as I like. I live in a city, and I live in a state where I can't carry any of these blades that I just showed on a daily basis, because I can't carry fixed blade legally. So from that, walk through some different folding knives that I like to carry. First here is the Kershaw Cryo. This is a really solid, inexpensive knife. I've really enjoyed having it in my pocket. Good for all my utility tasks. Just a great all-around, everyday pocket knife. My Spyderco Tenacious. A lot of knife guys, everybody knows about the Tenacious, probably had a Tenacious. Another great, inexpensive utility knife. I didn't spend a lot of money on it. It performs well, sharpens easy, gets a really good edge, and something that I really enjoy carrying on a day-to-day basis. Along the same lines, something that I haven't shown yet on my channel, my Spyderco Paramilitary 2. I've been carrying one of these three blades with me every day now for the past several months. Most often it's the Paramilitary 2. It just stays with me every day, and as I said, if I don't have that, it'll be one of these other three. But I also like carrying a small utility knife with me, or a small sort of, something to cut open boxes, to cut a tag off of something, quick go-to knife that's going to be small and less worrisome for anybody else that sees it in the workplace or out and about. And these knives here, if I'm flipping open the Paramilitary 2, it's a little bit more intimidating. So in those cases where I need to do something small, for the longest time what I would carry is this Gerber mini fast draw. Pretty inexpensive, pretty cheap actually, and a lot of people are shaking their heads, I'm sure, because it's a Gerber. But what I will say is I've put this thing through the paces. I've actually had 2 of these, and it's a pretty sturdy little knife. I've done pretty much everything that you can do to it, and everything that you wouldn't want to actually do to a folding knife, I've done to this. I've even, in a pinch, I've processed wood with it. With this little tiny knife, I needed to start a fire, and this is all I had on me, and got the job done. But what I've been carrying most often is the Spyderco Balance. And I think that what I'm going to say, out of all the knives that I've shown in this video, my go-to carry knife today is the Spyderco Balance. It fits in my hand really comfortably. It's got that blade angle that is really conducive to opening boxes, to cutting, any small tasks that I'm going to get in everyday use. And believe it or not, this is the knife that I go to. As I said, I have one of these 3 knives on me every day, but paired with that, I've always got the Spyderco Balance. No matter which of the other knives I bring with me, the Spyderco Balance goes with me everywhere I go. It's a small enough package that I barely even notice it. Actually, I carry this in my left pocket and clipped. This is the only knife that I really carry clipped. The 3 larger ones I usually have hanging. You can see that I don't even have the clips on these other 2 Spyderco knives. I've got a lanyard on each of those. But the Balance stays clipped in my left pocket, and I carry it with me everywhere I go. So, ending it here, I'll pass this tag along to a couple of channels that I really enjoy watching. The first is to Bill in the Hills. Annotate here and also put his channel in the description below. And then the other one's going to be Sepp from Waldenburg. And both those guys, I've seen a lot of what they carry in the woods, but I don't know too much about what they carry as a go-to kind of everyday blade. So I'd be curious to see, what those guys use as their go-to carry. So I'll leave it here. Thanks for watching, and check out all those other guys' channels, and you'll definitely, if you like my videos, you'll love those. So thanks for watching, guys, and catch you soon with another.